Oh, how we danced on the night we were wed. We vowed our true love, though a word wasn't said. The world was in blue, there were stars in the skies, except for the few that were there in your eyes. Dear, as I held you so close in my arms, angels were singing a hymn to your charms. Two hearts gently beating were murmuring low, my darling, I love you so. The night seemed to fade into blossoming dawn. The sun shone anew, but the dance lingered on. Could we but relive that sweet moment sublime, we'd find that our love is unaltered by time. Dear, as I held you so close in my arms, angels were singing a hymn to your charms.
met mazzel.
See, wish you all the best. You should celebrate the 75th.
Oh my. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, read.
I have not here. I
It's the main man.
Here, take a picture.
He's asking for the applesauce. Or his latkes. Hanukkah latkes. Where's the applesauce?
La, 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 la.
got married a couple of years ago, and they weren't sure if it was legal or not. So tonight they're going to make it legal for sure. Not only is it going to be legal, we have some people that are going to hold a chuppah. I hope they're legal. So we're going to start the ceremony. Turn your chairs around and face the center of the room. We can give her a round of applause. Why can't we do that? And we got Michael coming in here. And this is Brad. Ah, beautiful young lady. Carrie. Now a special song for the bride and groom. He sang it to her many years ago.
If I did say feliz, eu trugo dir kein Hass. If I did say feliz,
Baruch above V'shein Adonai Eloheim mibeis Adonai Mi'adir hakol mi'baruch al hakol mi'gadol al hakol mi'varei et hason ve'hakol.
Blessed is this gentleman and this woman who have come in the name of God to stand under this chuppah for 50 years of marriage to renew their vows once again as husband and wife. Dear Israel and Sarah, it's a long, long way from Felica to Kansas City to Fort Lauderdale. And in all the years, there have been some mighty adventures. And you have weathered a lot of storms. And you have invested wisely in life, and you have some incredible dividends to show for it. Harry and Jill, Marie and Phil, Robin and Michael, Brad and Carrie, and you've got so many friends. You've got so many people who love you, There's probably a storm going on in Kansas City right now for all the people who can't be here. And to the children and grandchildren, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. You are legal. That's the good news. The bad news is that they aren't. We have to do something about that tonight. And that's what we're here for. Why does everybody love Izzy and Sarah? What is it about you? Probably it's a certain something that God put inside of you. From the first time I met you, we've had a love affair going on. So do most people when they meet you. And I would imagine that it was the same for the two of you when you met each other. You knew, quit looking. This is the right person. How does that happen? In movies it happens, stories it happens. How does it happen in real life? I'm going to let you in on a secret for all the kids. It's when your shadchan is not your next door neighbor, is not a great-grandmother. It's when your shadchan is the Rebbeinu Shalom. When God is your shadchan, when God is your matchmaker, nothing can ever go wrong, no matter what storms might rage outside your window. There's a story written about the two of you in the Midrash. It goes like this. A Roman woman, not Jewish, used to come every once in a while and knock on a rabbi's door. And when he'd open the door, she'd say to him, I have a question to ask you, Rabbi. He says, "Oy, what is it this time?" And she'd ask him some very silly question, and he knew that she wasn't that interested in what the answer was. What she really wanted to do was to trip him up. So he would say, I don't know. So she could say, you're a fool. And all of you Jews are foolish. So it happens one day she knocks on the door, he opens the door, she says, Rabbi! He says, don't tell me, you have a question for me. She says, yes. He says, what is your question? She says, before I ask the question, I have learned from you that this God you pray to took 6 days to create the world, and on the 7th day he rested. He says, you've learned well. He says, now let me get to my question. He says, what is your question? He says, what has God been doing ever since? The rabbi thought for a half second. He says, oh, it's very obvious. He says, what? He's been acting as a shadchan. She says, oh, what? He says, my dear, that means in Jewish, a matchmaker. He says, that's all he's been doing? He says, isn't that enough? She says, that's a silly thing. If God is as great as you say, if God is as powerful as you say, why would he waste his time doing something that even I can do? The rabbi knew he had her right where he wanted her. He says, you can? He says, you're not married yourself, are you? She says, well, no, I've never really had the time and the inclination. He says, I see. It's easy to do. Prove it. She says, I'll prove it more than once. I'll be back tomorrow morning. She ran back to her estate with many, many servants, put all the women on one side and all the men on the other. She started to look at them. First she found a man with a pair of very, very blue eyes. Found a woman with the same color blue. You two would be very nice together. You go stand as a couple. Then she came to a very, very tall man. She looked and she found the tallest woman. She said, ah, you two. Let's go over there. And slowly but surely she wound up with 10 couples. She said, by the power that is vested in me as your mistress, and with all of the good wishes of my heart, you are now married to each other. You may go back to your rooms, you will find a bottle of wine, a loaf of bread, and you don't have to come to work until 12 o'clock tomorrow. And she went to bed, and she was brushing her hair before going to sleep. She thought to herself, I can't wait for the morning. I'm going to go back to that rabbi and prove what a fool he is. God acting as a shadchan, whatever that is, nonsense. She didn't have to wait long to wake up, because a little bit past midnight, there was the sound of screaming and groaning and breaking glass out in the courtyard. She threw open her window. She looked down in the courtyard. All these people were fighting with each other. She says, what are you doing? This is the happiest night of your life. You've just been married to the person you're supposed to be married to. They looked up at her and they started shaking their fist. She said, how dare you? What makes you think you have any idea what goes on in the heart of a man or a woman? What makes you think that you understand anything about love? It comes from a much, much higher authority. She was chagrined and she was angered. She knew that the rabbi had set her up. So the next morning, the rabbi was looking out his window and saw her walking with her head down, her shoulders hunched. And he opened the door even before she could knock. And he says, "You've learned a lesson, perhaps?" He said, "Yes, I've learned a lesson. And I now know why I've never been married. Because God didn't decide on who I should marry. God has to be, how you call it, a shadchan." The story has a happy ending for the rabbi. We don't know what happened to the woman. But I tell you the story because as I've been thinking about this evening for over a year now, it seems, I kept dwelling on that and thinking, gee, I wonder if the rabbis way back knew about the two of you. And that in 1989, the end of December, that you would be celebrating the 50th anniversary with all your family and your friends, and we'd be remarking on how godly your love is for each other. So maybe they wrote the story with the two of you in mind, and if anybody doesn't believe that story, I'll tell them to come over and visit you. On behalf of all of your family, all of your friends and neighbors, Kevin Roisman, myself, we wish you 50 more years, plus 5, plus more, just because of the fact that you bring a lot of happiness to a lot of people. You love life, you love each other, you love people, and that is the greatest form of help in the world. God bless both of you, and may you be with us for many, many more years. Amen. Now, if we're going to do this according to halakha, according to Jewish law, remember I told you the bad news? They aren't married yet. In order to be married according to Jewish law, you must first go through a ceremony which is called erosin, which means the setting of boundaries. We're going to make you engaged to each other. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hadacha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al ha'arayot v'yasar lanu al ha'arosot v'yitir lanu al hanisot lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai v'kadesh amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. The second bracha says, "We praise you, dear God, ruler of the universe, who sanctified us by thy laws and commanded us concerning relationships of love. You have forbidden those to us who are merely betrothed, but you have permitted those who after betrothal are lawfully married to us. We praise you, dear God, for you sanctify us, the Jewish people, through chuppah and betrothal. And now you can get married." I will begin by first asking you, Israel, a question. Will you, of your own free will and consent, continue to take Sarah to be your wife and all she gives you after 50 years, and continue to love her, to honor her, to cherish her each and every day of your life? He said it very quietly, but he definitely said, "I do."
I do.
No hesitation. And dear Sarah, I will ask you if at 50 years you will continue to take Israel to be your husband, continuing to honor him, to love him, and to cherish him throughout all the days of your life.
I do. I will or do.
She does, she will, absolutely. Now, is there a ring you would like to give to your bride? Does this ring, sir, lawfully belong to you that you might give it to this woman? I will ask you, please, to place this ring upon her right hand, the index finger. That is the stronger hand for most people. It doesn't have to go all the way on. And that finger is most observable. If you will hold onto her hand and repeat after me. It's not exactly the same thing you said 50 years ago. Hare Ad Mikudeshet
Mikudeshet
Li Shufam V'Tabat Zu V'Hayeladim Shalanu Kedat Moshe Yisrael. Now in English. Behold, you continue to be my wife. Through this ring. And our children. And our grandchildren. In accordance with the law. Of Moses and Israel. Is there another ring? And I will ask you to place this very lovely ring. Israel's left hand, his ring finger. His ring finger. It's fine. Okay. And if you repeat after me. Simeni,
Simeni,
Chachotam,
Chakutam,
Al
Al,
Libech.
Libech,
Ani,
Ani,
Ledodi,
Lidodi,
Ledodi,
Lidodi,
Li. Behold,
Behold,
I am my beloved,
I am my beloved,
and my beloved is
and
mine.
my beloved is mine.
Set me as a seal
Set me as a seal
upon thy heart.
upon thy heart.
Wear me as this ring
Wear me as this ring
forevermore.
forevermore.
50 years ago, you got a ketubah. So then it was called a kasuba. We made one out with a few little alterations on it, and it goes somewhat like this. V'shishi b'Shabbat, v'rosh chodesh, v'chodesh tevet, Shnat 5750 לבריאת עולם למניין שמונים כאן בפורט לודרדן, פלורידה. במדינת ארצות הברית, איך חתן ישראל, בן רב ראובן, המכונה מיטלמן, אמר לו לאחד האישה, שרה, בת רב אפרים, המכונה מנדלסון מיטלמן, הבא לי תוגדת משה וישראל, ואנה אמשיך, אבל לך יגיר לזון לפרנס איתי חילי איכי, ואוכות גוברים יהודאים, תפלחים ומוקרים וזנים ומפרנסים לניסיון בקישותה. Which roughly translates to say that on the 6th day of the week, the first day of the month Tevet, in the year 5750, corresponding to the 28th of December 1989, the Holy Covenant of Remarriage was entered into at Justin's in Fort Lauderdale between the bridegroom, Israel Mittelman, and his bride, who was also his wife, Sara Mendelssohn Mittelman. The said bridegroom once again made the following declaration unto his bride. Continue to be thou my wife according to the law of Moses and Israel. And I continue to faithfully promise, I will be a true husband unto thee. I will continue to honor and cherish thee. I will continue to work for thee, protect thee, support thee, provide all that is necessary for thy sustenance, even as it has always become this Jewish husband to do. I also continue taking upon myself all such further obligations for thy maintenance as are prescribed by our religious statute. The said bride once again has plighted her troth unto her husband in affection, in utmost sincerity, and will continue to take upon herself the fulfillment of all the duties incumbent upon a Jewish wife, which she has learned so very well over the last 50 years. This covenant of marriage I give to you so that you might deliver it to the girl of your dreams. No, don't give it to her. It's yours. You'll have a big problem then.
Mine to keep.
That's right. And just as 50 years ago you handed her a ketubah, tonight you do as well, and it is still meaning the exact same thing. He loves you. Second glass of wine, second blessing. Bless you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri haglofen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהכל ברא לכבודו. אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם Yosem Adam Amen. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher yatzrez Adam v'salamot B'tzelem demotav Yisrael V'ishkilo mimenu mi'aladeinav Baruch atah Adonai Yotzeir Baruch atah Adonai Meshameach Tzion bevanecho Sameach v'samach reim elovim Tizamach v'hoyisyecho v'gahaneitem v'chedem Baruch atah Adonai Mesameach chasar Eloheinu melech haolam Asher baras asam v'simcha asam v'kala Asher baras asam v'simcha asam v'kala Gila v'rina Jinitza v'perva Alfa v'alva v'shalom v'reus Mehirodan aleinu yishamayim Yehuda Yerushalayim Kol sahason v'kol simcha Kol chason v'kol kalai Kol sahason v'kol simcha Kol chason v'kol kalai Kol zalahayim v'goyarim Mishtav neginosam Baruch atah Adonai Mesameach hasan Yemakom
Mishaloi Seinu
This was not a serenade, it was a prayer for our wonderful bride and groom.
Throughout all these years.
David.
May God continue to shine divinity and holiness upon you. May God continue to give you the most precious of all gifts, the gift of peace, the gift of love, the gift of long life together. Amen. now, last but not least, you had some practice at this, I understand, a few years back. Quite a few years. Like a bicycle. Once you break a glass, you never forget how to do it. That's you. We should put that. Well, now in front of your family, your friends, your rabbi and cantor, you performed the ceremony very well. You recited the words, had 2 glasses of wine. So what can we say? Except that we find that after 50 years of marriage, indeed, Israel and Sarah continue to be husband and wife.
On the night we were wed, we vowed our true love, though a word wasn't said.
How about a nice round of applause for the beautiful couple, eh? Look at how nice they dance.
There were stars in the skies, except for the few that were there in your eyes.
I'd like to have the family come up and join us on the dance floor. Family first.
Angels were singing a hymn to your charm.
Those nice people that held the
Two hearts
picture.
gently beating,
Uncles and aunts.
murmuring low. My darling, I love you so. Could we but relive that sweet moment?
How about a nice round of applause for our family?
We find that our love is unaltered by time.
And now I'd like to invite all the guests to join us on the dance floor. All the Landsmans, all the neighbors, and the people from Kansas City. Fort Lauderdale.
Mom and Dad.
Quiet.
As I've grown older, I've come to appreciate the love and care the two of you have given me through the years. I know it hasn't always been easy, but through all our struggles, your love has never faltered. You've been there whenever I've needed encouragement, guidance, support, or just someone to listen. Now when I look at you, I see two people in love with each other, their family, and their life together. Two people whose love for each other touches everyone around them. And that is one of the many things your children and grandchildren have learned from you. Love and devotion to each other and the importance of commitment and family. One thing I always felt I missed out on was not having grandparents to love and learn from. I'm thankful that Brad and Carrie and Robin and Michael have had the kind of relationship with you that I always imagined grandchildren having with grandparents. There are so many times when I know all of us say, Gaga would say this, or you know what Zadie always says. I hope you know how much you're thought of and loved by all of us. Happy anniversary.
Marie and I are so happy to be here tonight. How often does a son have a chance to be best man at his parents' wedding? And a daughter, the matron of honor. Our parents are very special people to us and to so many of you. Their last 50 years together have been anything but routine. It was 1940, Poland. It was the worst of times. But two people, long in love and engaged for 1.5 years, decide that they would get married and fight for their survival together in Nazi-occupied Poland. On January 2nd, 1940, in the small town of Police, the Mittelman and Mendelssohn family gathered hastily. A rabbi performed the quick wedding ceremony, and the two individuals, Sura and Svulik, became husband and wife. Not much of a wedding 50 years ago. Within minutes, they said goodbye to their loved ones, not knowing that they would never again see them, except for our beloved Uncle Janek. So many of you in this room share these stories. You know the struggle to survive during these years. You remember the indescribable pain and the unbelievable events. As if this was not difficult enough, in the midst of the Holocaust, Suella gave birth to a 13-pound boy, Herschel, February 1941. Now, while escaping from one refuge to another, there was another mouth to feed, an extra weight to carry, another little person to protect. Their young marriage had to be stronger than ever. Their tears and pains were experienced in Poland and in Russia. Through insults, arrests, imprisonment, our parents prayed that we could all survive this nightmare together. Fortunately, we are here to tell you that we did. Out of the Russian prisons, our journey to freedom began, ending in Ansbach, West Germany. The best thing about Ansbach was the birth of their daughter and my sister, Marie. Our family was now complete, but it was not settled. Their first 7 years of marriage were filled with lifetimes of experiences and emotions. The next 43 years were going to be much better. They came to the United States in 1950. We came to the United States in 1950. My dad used to tell the story that he had $17 in his pocket. And with $17 in his pocket, there was nowhere to go but up. With hard work and creativity, our parents developed a series of successes. Mom and Dad, we look at you and admire your accomplishments. You raised these two children who adore and respect you. You have so many faithful and enthusiastic friends. You've created a successful business. You have been leaders in the Jewish community. But even more so, you have developed our value systems, our sense of family, our Jewish traditions, our historical perspective about our family and our people. Your marriage has served as an example of our commitment to our marriages. Mom and Dad, your influence has given me the spirit and confidence to be adventurous and ambitious. Your love has given me the strength to face failure or adversity. Your traditions have given me mine. Your memories and so many stories of your parents have given me a sense of the grandparents I've never known. I thank you for all that and much more. Now, 50 years since your small, quick ceremony in Pilica, your family is here and feels proud and honored to share this anniversary and wedding ceremony with you. You deserve to be surrounded by your children, your grandchildren, extended family, and friends so dear that they are like family to you and even like family to me. We all love you and wish you the very best. Thank you. At this time, Marie and I would like you to meet our families. And I'd like to call up my wife, Jill, and our children, Robin and Michael. Mom and Dad, would you please join us with your champagne? Hi. And let us toast these two special people who have been married for 50 years and a bride and groom who have been married but 50 minutes. And let us say, L'chaim.
To life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. It gives us something higher. A happy and a healthy long life. So have us a little drink, have us a song to sing. No more service, no more tears. Let me see everybody drinking. L'chaim to life. L'chaim. Chanukah, oy Chanukah, Yom Tov Hashem. Chanukah, Yom Tov Hashem.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddeshuni b'mitzvosav v'tzivuni lahadlik nayer shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Sheyusu nisim lo v'sayni v'yumim v'hayim b'zman hazeh. Anai saluni un madlikim, alanisim alanifluas al shios alamelchumoi. Sheyusu lo v'sayni v'yumim v'hayim b'zman hazeh. Al yadai kriyoneich v'aktoishim, v'chol shemoyin al smay chanik anai saluni koydeshem, v'aluna rishis l'shtamish b'hem. Eilo l'roisem belvad, kedai loidus lahalai, l'shimchu agudal al nesechu, val niflasechu, val l'shiyasechu. Everybody's welcome to join me. Let Mu'asiyah Yeshiyusi. Mu'asiyah Yeshiyusi, l'chodnu eil d'shavaya, hikkoin b'ais tefilosi. Beshametai Adonai Zabaya, Liais Tochim Mitvaya, Mitzoram Nagbaya, Bashir Mizmachan Nikasam Mitvaya, Ruai Savonavshi. Yogai kai kalo khayai matri bakushi bashibit malkhesagelo. If you know yak doilo heitzes askilo khalpav khalzava ye bevin mitzelo daviya kadishoy heavy bagam sham loishikati ivo noy gaish veraglandi ki zore me uvaleti. Vayain ral de musakti ki yemachu arti kavago moy kai gavu sainin musu goy shemin in sesu vayaya shvayi vai bulo venuno ai sui
המוצילך מן הארץ.
Wait, we got another performer.
Now instead of living in friends, why don't you take it home? I say, baby, you gotta take it home, home. Nobody, you gotta know.
I love you so much, and I'm very proud of you guys.
Doggy and Zadie, I love you both. It's a great ceremony. I'm glad I could be here. Thanks.
Zadie, I love you very much, and I'm glad I could share this day with you. Your mama adores you.
Hi, Sara Nizzi. This is Rena and Bill Golden. We wish you everything that you would wish for yourselves. We love you. So does everybody else.
Beautiful people. This fair is beautiful. We love you. We wish you every happiness for many years to come.
I am a friend of my friend that is catering this party, and he's right next to me now. Say hello!
Thank you for inviting us. It's been our pleasure. We love you both. We're very lucky to find you at this time of our life. And I recommend you to everybody that's looking for dear friends like you are. Love you both.
I want to wish you all the best for the next 50 years. With good health, always enjoy your family, and be happy. We're very happy you asked us to come. You have a wonderful party. Don't forget, the 75th, you have to invite us again. you like to say something?
Izzy and Sarah, Pauline and Carl want to wish you and your family a happy new year and much nachas for the future. Stay in good health and enjoy everything that you have.
I'd like to share with you the very first time I met Mom and Dad. Harry and I had been dating for only 4 months, so I didn't know very much about his family. He told me that they were immigrants from Poland, so I pictured the stereotyped newspaper photo kind of people, with gray flat hair, wearing long coats, babushkas, and heavy shoes. I was very nervous about meeting these very important strangers. We pulled up to the house and got out of the car, and standing there was a beautiful lady with stylish clothes and her hair perfectly combed. Not at all like the woman I had pictured. When Harry introduced us, Mom gave me a big, warm bear hug, the same kind she's been giving me for more than 25 years. Now, Dad's another story. When Dad says something, the whole neighborhood knows about it. He laughs, he claps his hands, and he points at the person being teased. That person was me. At breakfast, the very first time I met him, we were all sitting down waiting to eat. I was hoping not to be noticed too much. Mom brought her delicious scrambled eggs to the table, and everyone began eating. I reached for the salt and began salting my eggs. Dad started laughing and clapping and pointing at me. I couldn't figure out what I had done. Look at her, look at her, look at all that salt she puts on her eggs. She's in love. I knew it. She's in love. He finally explained that there's a saying in the old country that when someone uses a lot of salt on their food, they're in love. And to this day, that's how Dad is. He finds the humor in situations, the good in people, and always makes everyone feel comfortable and happy to be around him. And as he says, he's got a story for everything. Mom and Dad, you have the unique ability to make me feel like a daughter, not just a daughter-in-law, and I love you for it.
During our many wonderful Friday night dinners at Sara and Izzy's, Izzy taught me something that I still enjoy. He would take a piece of raisin challah and tear it up and put it into his bowl of Sara's famous chicken soup. Before long, he had me doing it religiously. One holiday dinner at Sara's, with my parents sitting next to me, I proceeded to break up a piece of raisin challah and put it into my soup. Upon seeing this, my dad looked over at my mother and announced, "Honey, they've won him over." I've always appreciated having such a good relationship with my in-laws. Getting along with in-laws in business can be a very rare occurrence, but not so with Sara and Izzy. When I came into the business 14 years ago, they knew exactly how to handle the situation in order to make it work. Here was a business they had built with all their heart and soul through good times and bad. That business meant more to them than anything except their family. Yet shortly after I learned the business, they allowed me to run it and make decisions. They gave me the confidence and encouragement to expand the business to what it is today while letting me know how proud they were of it. Thanks for believing in me. I love you both.
When I was 14, Gaga and Zadie went with my family to Israel. That trip is the most meaningful one I have ever taken. It gave me a sense of wholeness to be in Israel, the central place of Judaism, with my Zadie and my Gaga, who have given me my sense of Jewish heritage. I was bat mitzvahed at the Wailing Wall, and it was so special because they were sharing it. 23 years ago, they shared my first steps in the hallway of their home, and someday, God willing, they will share my steps down the aisle at my wedding. Of course, for that ceremony, I will keep in mind the words of advice I have received from them my whole life. It's just as easy to marry a Silverstein or a Goldblatt. Gaga, Zadie, congratulations from your cookie. I love you, love you, love you.
As far back as I can remember, Sara and Israel Mittelman, or Gaga and Zadie, as we grandchildren have come to call you, have tried to instill in me a sense of tradition. You have succeeded in doing this. You wish for the Mittelman family to continue, as would any member of the eldest generation of a family. You have taught me about the background of the family, from oppression in Europe to the hardships of a new country, and finally to the acceptance and fruitfulness that you found in America. Zadie and Gaga, you both have taught me about the Jewish religion and the sense of belonging it brings. Having you both with us in Israel meant so much to me. When we were there, we visited a shrine to the people who died during the war. Gaga, I'll never forget the look on your face when we found your hometown, Halitza. Until then, I didn't understand all the emotions that are stirred by thoughts of the war. I was too far removed from the events of World War II by time, and until that moment, I really didn't understand its significance. The single most important event in my becoming a participating Jew was my bar mitzvah. Without the encouragement of two loving grandparents, it couldn't have been nearly as successful. Being the last male with the Mittelman name, I feel a responsibility to you to continue your tradition of teaching. I thank both of you for this responsibility. This day and the accomplishments that it represents are a tribute to you. Ich lieb dich and Mazel Tov.
Leaving all of my family and friends to go to college in San Diego was a pretty scary experience. But within my first month, Gaga and Zadie became my first visitors. It really meant a lot to have them there so soon after I left home. They were interested in knowing what my new life was all about. They wanted to see my campus and where I lived. They wondered about the classes, the teachers, the cafeteria, and the people. They even wanted to meet my new friends. It was very comforting then, as always, to know how much Gaga and Zadie cared. I always know they're interested, and I can always count on them for help, advice, and support if and when I need it.
Several years in a row, I've spent my spring break visiting my Gaga and Zadie in Florida. A couple of times, I've brought a friend with me. My friends have always loved Gaga's cooking and Zadie's joking around. Gaga and Zadie, you have always tried hard to entertain us and keep us happy. It's a compliment to you that all of my friends feel comfortable enough to call you Gaga and Zadie. My Gaga and Zadie have brought so many memorable moments into my life. From visits in Florida, Shabbat dinners, eating chicken soup with Zadie, or singing Jewish songs, they have always shown me how much they care. Gaga and Zadie, no matter what, you always try hard to keep me happy. I hope I can bring as much happiness into your lives as you have given me. I love being your little queen.
Even though there are times when we can't be together, we always feel close to you. It must be because we think of you often, and thoughts of you always make us feel good.
We might remember something you've said or good advice you've given us, or maybe just some little joke we shared, and it makes us realize how very much you mean to us.
You've added so much to our lives that no one else could. So no matter how often we see each other or how often we talk, we want you to know that you always hold a very important place in our hearts, and we love you.
We also want you to know how lucky we feel to be your grandchildren. Not only did we get to play with you when we were children, but we have the advantage of being able to appreciate you now that we are adults. As the four of us talked about this evening, we realized that your influence gave us a foundation for some of our value systems, for our commitment to family, and for our religious traditions. We hope we can follow in your footsteps and always look at the bright side of life. Happy 50th anniversary, Gaga and Zadie.
Okay, let's dance a little bit, shall we? We say hello, hello, people. Hello,
you nice people. It's nice to have you here with you. Looking swell, people. We love Harley's people. I mean, you're still glowing, We got the band that's going to play. The music will be swayed. You'll play your favorite song from way back when. Say now, darling, keep having fun together.
Two people ask me, who is younger? Maybe he's nicer looking, but I'm younger than he is. I wish he would give me some makeup, what he's using. Oh, he's wonderful. I'm not a speaker, but on this occasion is a yovel. The word means 50 years. How could I not say something on the 50th anniversary celebration for my brother Israel and my sister-in-law Sarah? In Talmud somewhere, a famous rabbi who had an equal famous brother and also had much respected friend. He was asked, who is more important to you, your brother or your friend? You know what he answered? He said, I'm lucky because my brother just happened to be my best friend. My brother is as close to me as any human being can be. We are Polish Jews are proud of our tradition. Along the millions of others, we went through fires of hell in our native country. We were among those who lived to see better days. We are, as many of you survivors, Israel and I, blessed not only walking through the shadow of death together, but also enjoy light and life together. We have not lost the talent, smile, laugh, to live in love. Israel and Sarah both have that talent. They have lived a beautiful yovel together. They have defied death and said yes to the life. So to my brother and sister-in-law, I love you very much. I'm very lucky to have you. And I lift my cup and say l'chaim till 120.
I don't know, they told the younger brother, he said he was.
Can you hear me? I'll tell you what, I didn't prepare any speech. Really, I came over here to say a few words in Mamelush and Yiddish. But I know that some people would not understand what I'm talking about, including my own grandchildren. So why should I make a few people nervous? I decided I'm going to say a few words in English, and that's why nobody would know what I'm talking about. You look now just as beautiful as you looked 50 years ago to me. And without any hesitation in front of all of you, I can tell you, I love you now just as much as I loved you 50 years ago. And why not? You gave me two wonderful children. You gave me a son, Harry. And Jill and Harry gave us a son, both of us a daughter, Jill. And they gave us two wonderful grandchildren. Robin, what I call a cookie. And I told her if she gets married, I hope she hurries up. I'm still going to call her Cookie. Michael, I call Mikola the Great. Sarah, you gave me a wonderful daughter. Believe me, she is just one of the finest. In turn, she gave us a wonderful son-in-law, Phil. Phil is not just a son-in-law. He's also the president of the Payinchi company. If we quit sending the checks, we have to go home. And they gave us two wonderful grandchildren. You see this young man there with the long hair? Believe me, under this long hair is a brilliant head. We call it the brain in the family. And my baby granddaughter, God bless her, you know. Kay, that's our princess, our queen. We love you all. I think that's a good enough reason, Sarah, to love you the way I do. We all, both of us, should be grateful. We got a little family. We got some cousins here, first cousin, second cousin. But I want you to know my brother was just speaking before me. Well, I want everybody to know, when I came back to Poland from Russia in 1946, the greatest gift what a person can ever get in his lifetime is that I found out that my brother is alive. I don't want to break down there, how I mean that. Chet, I love you dearly, Janek. Just like my wife and my children and grandchildren, you are a part of our life, of my life, and my son's life. I want to thank everybody for coming. I don't know what to say anymore, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to finish with the most wonderful and the most gorgeous words that exist in the whole world. Without those 3 words, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't do what we did. We couldn't do what we do. And we couldn't do nothing what we in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, those 3 golden words are, God bless America. Thank you very much.
Hey, that was beautiful.
Wasn't that beautiful? Everybody, let's give it a standing ovation.
All right. We have some out-of-town people. We'd like to give them recognition. And before I do that, there was a gentleman came over to me. He had something. He was carrying something, a white book or something. The gentleman who came over to me.
50 years of mostly good life. I've known Izzy since the first day that he came to Kansas City. I had the pleasure of picking him and his wife and 2 beautiful kids up and took them to their penthouse apartment on Paseo and Independence Avenue. So you come a long way, brother. Anyway, it's been a pleasure for Liz and I to be here. And for you to remember this night the rest of your life, I want to present you with this plaque. It's a replica of the invitation, a medallion stating that it had been married 50 years, and it's presented by Ellen and Liz Cantor.
That was beautiful. Okay. I won't announce where you're coming from, but when I announce your name, you have to stand. We have some dear cousins, Mr. and Mrs. Menashe Levy, and they come from Havenu Shalom Aleichem, Havenu Shalom Aleichem, all the way from Israel. Let's hear a great round of applause for Mr. and Mrs. Menashe Levy. Havenu Shalom. And now, there's a granddaughter, Robin Mittelman, cousin Fred Mendelson, and Mr. and Mrs. Sam Gross. You want to know where they're from?
California, that's where they're from. Right back where they started from. The flowers bloom in the spring. Let's give them
Robin, Fred,
don't be late. That's why I can hardly wait. from San Francisco.
Harry, Jill, and Michael. And now, from the great city heart,
start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I'll make a brand new start of it. New York, New York.
we have Ruth and David Dabrowski from New York.
I long it to stray.
Yeah.
I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York.
And now, Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. We have daughters, son-in-law, and grandchildren. Marie, Phil, Brad, and Carrie Kaufman. Brother-in-law, Betty and Jack Middleman. And dear friends, please stand. Mr. and Mrs. Saul Blum. Mr. and Mrs. Michael Rossi. Mr. and Mrs. Morris Dabrowski. Mr. and Mrs. Leon Hatsburg. Mr. and Mrs. Joe Kanda. Let's hear it for Kansas City.
I'm gonna get me some.
You might take a train, you might take a plane, but I'm gonna get there, Jesus the same. Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. And the next city we're talking about.
I hate to see an evening sun go down. Yes, I hate to see an evening sun go down.
Anybody know what city?
Cause that man of mine, he done let me down. It's a little woman.
Dr. and Mrs. Allen Kanda.
She got the man around by her apron string. One more matter.
I'm the first cousin of Sara and Israel Mittelman. And we enjoyed very much and wish them many, many more good years to come. And the Simcha was wonderful. I don't have what to say more.
Kupperberg. We enjoyed very much the Simcha of the Golden Anniversary from Israel and Sara Mittelman. We wish them many, many more good years together and be very healthy. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, this is Alice and Joe Kaufman. We want to extend our congratulations to Sara and Izzy upon their 50th anniversary. Words cannot express our feeling in being a part of this occasion. It's nice seeing all the kids and the rest of the family and the many wonderful friends that Izzy and Sara have. Thank you.
Volk, von der 50-jährigen Goldene Chassene, als der Sinn so weit der Fasser sei scheinen, so hat gescheint bis heim. Soll Hummer glücklich leben, soll eingesehen, wir sind jetzt 20 Jahre zusammen. Thank you.
Surale mit Zisrolen, Dusret Manje. Wünsche ein Glück in a gute Jahren. Soll tun Naches von den Kindern. Und ich danke dir sehr für deine Einladung. Ich bin stolz mit deinen Gästen und mit der ganzen Familie. Thank you.
Schoene en Scholik. Ik wens je de beste nages van haar grandchildren, sonst ze leven zeire gassen. Ik ben niet in een lange weg, but I enjoyed it. Have a happy, healthy years to come and enjoy your life. Thank you.
You know, I tell you one thing. I never knew how much I love you both. So I hope we can celebrate the 60th. I'm not talking about the 75th, the 60th. Let's take one at a time. I love you both very much.
Well, Gog and Zadie, I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to come and share this day with you and actually share the last 21 years of my life with you. You've been a really important influence on me and really important to me, and I love you very much. You've been, as well as guidance, you've offered me friendship and love and support. No matter what happens, you're always there for me, and I appreciate you for that and hope you'll be there for me for many more years to come.
Told you how I feel. This has been the best night that I can remember for a long time. I'm really thrilled to be your daughter. I hope you always know that, even though sometimes I'm hard to get along with. I love you both very much. Happy anniversary.
Tell you. Actually, what I really want to say is Mamzer and Zadela, I love you dearly. This has been a wonderful evening, and everybody here's having a good time, and I love you again.
All I want to say, I wish Izzy and Sara Mittelman and their families, the children, the grandchildren, the best of health, happiness, and good health for a long life. And I would like to come to the 60-year wedding anniversary. And God love him, and God should bless him. Thank you very much.
We really enjoyed this evening, and we were glad to be invited. And we want to wish you a lot of mazel for the rest of your life. The first day that Izzy and Sarah and the kids came to the United States, I picked them up and took them to their apartment, and Izzy got a real thrill when I took him to Independence, Missouri, and showed him the Independence Library, President Truman's home. I had the honor of taking Izzy to his first baseball game, and I remember in Yiddish he said, "Oh, what a game. All they do, they clap and they laufen." That's about it. Lots of luck.
I'm very happy to be here. This is Lily, and this was a beautiful, beautiful affair, and you should be very proud of your children and grandchildren. They did a wonderful job, and may you have many, many happy years to come. And let's celebrate your next 10 years again and again and again. Thank you for coming, and many, many happy returns.
Well, I think I've said some words earlier. I'm delighted that my mom and dad are enjoying this happy occasion. They're the kind of wonderful people that deserve to have this type of thing happen to them. I look forward to many more years with them and with their guidance, and hope that we can celebrate another situation just like this on their 60th wedding anniversary. Hope to meet here at that time, and I hope they are in good health until then. Thank you.
Izzy, Mazel Tov, many more years, same thing with our convention, convention, it year, and jedes year, and I'm glad the best friend what I have. Thank you.
Congratulations to Sarah and Izzy. This was a beautiful occasion, and we love you both very much, and it was just a wonderful affair.
Izzy and to Sarah, I wish you till 120. You should be well and happy with your family together.
Yeah.
Kurt is afraid to say something. I'll turn it over to Marion.
Sarah and Izzy, this is a wonderful affair.
Look at the camera.
We're so happy that we can be here and celebrate it with you, and we wish you all the best for many, many years.
Mazel tov to both of you. We are having a great time, and we enjoy watching your family, which grew along with you. Many more years, and the best wishes to you.
First of all, we would like to thank you for inviting us, and you have a lovely
family, and we have been very happy to meet everybody. And you are wonderful people, not only you, but also your family. And I was happy to meet all of your parents, and we enjoyed very much. And my wife too. Thank you very much.
And easy, congratulations, mazel tov, for a long, long life to live. Hannah.
Easy, Sarah. Longer life. Thank you.
I am thrilled and happy to be here, participating in that beautiful evening. Want to wish our friends long life, happiness, and good life.
To Izzy and Sarah, two of the sweetest, loveliest people that I've ever met. On this, their 50th anniversary, I wish them joy, happiness, and most important, health. Bis 120. God bless them.
Hi, Izzy and Sarah. I wish you all the best. This is Lila Zaks. I wish you all the best. And you have the most gorgeous family. Just stay healthy and good luck. And so it's no machen simches. Seid mir gesinnt. And good luck. Okay, bye-bye.
I wish you all the best, and I love you both very, very much. Thanks. Bye.
Shall I talk? I'm so delighted to be here and participate in your wonderful celebration. I wish you all the best in the world, and you have a wonderful family. Thank you very much.
I love very much all the people around, especially the Husenkalde, Izzy and Sara Mittelman. That's Yannick Krieger. Thank you very much.
Happy anniversary. May you rest of the life be as nice as your beautiful party. Congratulations and many, many more good, healthy years.
It was, Mr. and Mrs. Mittelman, it was a wonderful party, and I enjoyed very much. God bless America.
Everything to Izzy and Sarah. God may bless them with many, many more good years to come. And we're glad that we made it from Kansas City to be on their Simcha. Thank you.
And dear Sarah, I wish you a very happy anniversary, many more healthy, happy years together. And I hope to be at your next 50th anniversary, 100th anniversary. God bless you.
All the best to you, and you have a wonderful family, and it was very good to know, to let them know all.
Easy, sir. My name is Eddie. I wish you the best and best of luck. For many, many more. Thank you. Keep well.
Sarah, hi Sarah. I wish you all the best. Sarah, I'm so happy for you. You did a beautiful, beautiful job. I wish you again good luck in your future. I love you very much. Bye.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Nice and loud, the bride and groom will cut the wedding cake. Now the groom cuts the cake, and the bride cuts the cake. A hi ho, a merry ho ho, and the groom and the bride, they cut the cake. Now the groom is gonna feed his bride. The groom is gonna feed his bride. That's the life, you do it with pride. He did it, he fed the bride. Your turn, Sarah. The bride's gonna feed her groom. The bride's gonna feed her groom. He opened his mouth for the last time now. She did it out of spoon. Everybody, we all want a piece of cake. Hallelujah. We all want a piece of cake. Hi-ho and a merry ho-ho. We all want a piece of cake. Izzy wants to say something? Yeah, I know that. Listen, Kevin, Izzy, come over here. He has one more word. The whole thing sounds like it's on a Jewish appeal every time he talks.
I tell you what, I couldn't forgive myself if I wouldn't say this. I want to take my children and my grandchildren for putting up this party, you know. But, you know, I'll tell you what, and if you see tomorrow the bill, and you need some money to go to the bank to take a loan, I'm going to be the co-signer. So thank you very much.
Very well said. Let's dance, everybody. Song is made for you.
It was the most beautiful affair I ever saw. And thank you very much for inviting us. Good luck.
We love you. It's beautiful. It was really gorgeous and I enjoyed it. We love you for inviting us. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us to your party. I'm inviting you to our party 30 years from now. Have a lot of fun and happy and healthy. By the way, on Tuesday, you're going to poke with us on your honeymoon? Thank you.
Find your seat, and come out with a beautiful table. No, go down there and
Iz and Sara, I want you to know you're a gorgeous affair. I want to thank you for inviting Jenny and me, and I love you both.
It's
beautiful. We're having a wonderful time and lots and lots of happiness on your 50th.
You do the cooking, honey. I'm gonna pay that.
Dear Sarah and Izzy, it's our pleasure to be here at your 50th anniversary party. We're so glad we're the adopted cousins. We'll keep this friendship or relationship going a long time. Love, Zelda.
This is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for inviting us. We want to come to the 75th.
Thanks for having us, Izzy and Sarah. We're coming out to Kansas City to visit you again. We had such a good time. Thanks again.
This was a fabulous party. You're a fabulous couple, and we hope we'll be your friends for many, many years to come. We love you.
Hey, we wish Sarah and Izzy many, 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 many years of good health and happiness and their whole family. Shalom Aleichem.
Did you have a good time?
Great, beautiful. Great time. Was
This was a party to end all parties. It
really.
was magnificent.
Just lovely. Wonderful. I'm exhausted. Ate too much. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Very nice. It was a beautiful party.
Yeah.
I had too much to eat, too much to drink, and not enough sleep. Isn't that a nice picture? Oh, nice.
So beautiful. Absolutely. Very nice. When you know when they
Good night, you all. Good night.
All right.
Beautiful party.
We enjoyed very much.
Just beautiful.
Wonderful.
Very good time.
Oh, yeah. Bye-bye.
3.
Mazel
Everyone wave, everyone wave.
Don't forget me, I'm the nicest looking.
Yeah, right here.
Actually, it was one of the most beautiful parties, you know. We really enjoyed this night, you know. It's an unforgettable night, you know, for me,
You know.
and I hope for my wife, you know.
You know.
Sarah, I love you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lots of nachos tonight from our children.
Let me leave
All our
something
children
for
were
me.
wonderful. The grandchildren were wonderful. The whole family, we love them all. Thank you. Yeah.
I think the party was a delight. We planned it for a long time, but finally it came out as we wanted. The party was nice, the company was beautiful, we had guests from out of town, which we appreciate very much. Our children were great. They gave us lots and lots of nachas and lots of tears with it. And the evening was superb. And thank you.
Okay. Noch nicht. Okay.
And...
And